would like to play first. Yeah, this is fine, even though I'm missing a color. So I've been thinking, just like kind of thinking about it. I actually think that what might have happened is that the person on my right may have been in a allied color combination. I think that that's like one of the downfalls of the allied color combos is that uh, you really make it hard for people to draft cooperatively around you. Scoreboard. Um, because like so let's say you're green red, right? Normally if you have like Jeskai and Teamer next to each other, you end up with I'm gonna keep playing my game real fast. You end up with a spread, right? Like the players spread pretty evenly across the three colors, and whatever the overlap, like even though there is overlap, uh, the cards shift around enough that like the players don't have issues. Whereas if you're straight two colors, you're basically hard cutting those two colors from the person next to you. So if you're opposite colors, that just means that if you're green blue, the person to your left moves out of green blue and moves into white red or white black or Mardu in general. Maybe Obzon if they get like the green or black white splash green or whatever. It's pretty easy to be cooperative. But if you're green red, that means the person on your side has to move into exactly white black. They can't actually splash a color. They can't. They're really tied down in what they can do. Uh, there's less flexibility, and if the cards just don't come, they're in this situation where they're like, well, I don't want to be white blue, I don't want to be blue black, I want to be open, and like they just start fighting you for your colors, and you end up with messes that don't really have good signals, maybe, or good directions for people to take signals in, maybe. So that's like kind of a hidden downside of the Allied 2 color decks. I don't really think there's an Allied 2 color deck in this format I like drafting, except for red black, and even that deck is situational. I will trade. I don't care about this 3-3. Oh, he cares about the 3-3 though. What card did I pass that I have to worry about? Ripper? So he can't block. Which is why we're attacking, obviously. This is where I just cast my big creature. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but I don't know. There's so many reasons to like playing allied colors. What do I shove with? What do I think this is? I think it's just the Tusk Fortress. If he kill shots it, I slam the guide and then fight the game as if I'm like just gonna Obs on guide him. So I think the 2/2 is what do I probably Sage Eye? Oh, okay then. That one. I like this card just doesn't even register on my radar because it's just so bad. I don't think I've ever played it in a deck. Did I have one in I don't think I even had one in my top 4 draft for the Team GP. Oh, Warriors. How convenient. Yeah, this game didn't look like I had a lot of decisions to make at any point. Like I just every turn that I had mana, I've used it. Um, There was the free roll attack because I'm playing the 5/7 to block. There's like I just cast 2-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop, and this, and this. I don't really feel like that trade is profitable for me. Yeah, like I made my plays. I tapped my mana for cards. Having used Team or Battle Rage on the defensive just to like 2-for-1 your I might have actually been better off just letting that resolve because it just deals 6 first strike damage there. I just let my big creature die, and then that's it. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Expensive, clunky, white-red opponent. Don't want any of that. Yeah, I was probably better off just letting the creature die. Just playing the game with the Sandblast in hand. Well, I may be overestimating how bad I think my mana is, because I do remember playing some old 6/6/6s in Alara and being... Those were bad. This is, like, possibly passable. Elephant Warrior? I don't know how I just did not know that, X months into the format. Did I lead game one on I led on a swamp, right, for the Chief? If I didn't, that would not be smart. I guess I didn't have the plains, or I did turn one, but I need to remember to play out plains or swamp on turn one of every game. I'm still blown away by this, that I just, haven't realized this for the last 4 months or whatever of this format. Jeez, I'm getting beat down this game. Okay, right on time. I did pass an honors reward, but if he has that, I think I'm dead. Dead is the word. Is he going to heal cutter me? Because that would also be bad. Oh, sure. Dragon Grip, eh? I'll take my 7. I think 6 is a safe life total, unassuming the don't block next turn, or it's 6 if I take this 5 next turn. Probably very dead this game to this curve. This card's dealt me 4 damage so far, which is quite a bit. I will use this opportunity to gain the life. Yeah, I'm not going to win that one. I would like to say at least I tried, but I don't think that really... Yeah. Okay, then. This is a mirror of the first game. I curved... Is this a warrior, too? No, it's a soldier. I see. I don't know why I even played this morph. I'll see what I can get, on a turn of information out of this guy, but... I have to block. Just not going to be able to get into range of killing this card ever. Passed so many Return to the Earth pack 1. And Dead in the Air. Not beating High Sentinels there. not beating the rest of his curve. Well, maybe barely beating the rest of his curve there. Don't think I can play this Diplomacy, given the rest of his cards. I think this is just like a hope that I just kill High Sentinels on the spot with one of my good cards. Kind of setup. I've played against a card a lot lately. I had to play against it rounds 1 and 2 of the Pro Tour. Neither of which it did anything at all. But that's not the point. Card's just like, I wanted to say it's like, it's not overrated, but it. So people are just like awestruck by how like that card is really really good. But part of the reason it's really really good is it just like 4 mana 3/4 flyer is really really good, and there's not a lot more to it. I'm pretty good at this whole white black green thing. Yeah, definitely not beating that perfect curve that game. Man, 1 through 5. Guess technically it was 1 through 4 and then another 4, but that card is going to be huge in this matchup. It's also a warrior. I like how I'm checking all these little warrior synergies, and like I only have Chief of the Edge as a card that makes it matter. Or Chief of the Scale. Sorry, I don't play a lot of warriors. I have never really liked that archetype because I felt like it lacked in ways to break through. I'm going to morph the Behemoth because just tapping mana for the Bonkin is better. So if you morph then unmorph the Behemoth, you're basically costing 2 extra, but if you morph then unmorph the Bonkin, it's costing an additional 3. And here I morph the Bonkin because if I draw a land and want a debilitating injury, it's mana efficient to do so. Because I get to pair this with the Soul Summons. Hopefully I don't just get like End Hostilities or something. He's already played a rare from the set. Yeah. The odds of like, on average you'll see maybe of that quality, like maybe 2.5 shots at a rare like that, and the odds of it, if he's already like used up one of his shots, the odds of End Hostilities is low. So he's gonna attack and collateral damage. That's cute. See if he messes us up like my last opponent who did this, who collateral damaged their own creature. Yep. Called shot. Well, more. This one's manifest, I guess. Whew. Every time that happens, it's so good. It's actually better when it's Kiru Spell Snatcher, but who am I to complain? I may have done that to someone at the Pro Tour. I don't remember what card I took with it. Oh, it was See the Unwritten. Yeah, they were casting See the Unwritten with a 4/4 in play in their Double Bear's Companion deck. I tapped 4 mana, and I took their spell. Cute, that's another combo. Just literally whatever is blocked this turn, but this Humble Defector is just getting flipped. Way better use of my mana than the Debilitating Injury. It also doesn't cost me a card. You're blocking the Morph. This is the one you choose, not the Manifest. So I've seen Teamer Battle Rage. If he'd blocked this one, I would have definitely flipped. But here, I think that the onboard tempo is more important. I'm willing to throw away a card. To play the Kingard. I'll just keep. So if he battle rages there, he actually like we both have. He has a bunch of cards, and if he uses the battle rage, he actually gets back. You know, he's not facing down 3 creatures this game on board. Whereas if I throw away the Bondkin and just like cast one of my extra creatures, they're just random dorks. They're like, you know, it's a 3/3, a 3/3. They're all interchange. They're all just like whatever. And he doesn't have a sweeper. I didn't think the game was going long enough unless you know, if he has another blocker, that is. Uh, Actually, this also puts him to dead on board through a single blocker, which is great. So yeah, he has to. It puts him in a situation where he has to play 2 creatures. Whereas if he has like Defector and then double strikes it and then plays a single creature, I only have the 2 morphs in play. Or if he just leaves up a kill shot or whatever, I only have the 2 morphs in play again. And that leaves him in a position where he can actually come back into the game with a single play every turn, which I'm not a big fan of letting him do. But yeah, that kind of explains that sequencing there. And it turned out he probably just had nothing. And also did this thing, which I don't know how. People just keep doing that. Man, I didn't even get to do the Archfiend thing. Or Arch... So I'll talk about that later, but from last draft, I missed a real nice opportunity to get someone.